Good morning. Today is Friday, and so, as always, I'm very glad of that and looking forward to the weekend. This morning, my sister Melanie sent me a YouTube video, and it was Carrie Underwood and CeCe Winans singing Great is Thy Faithfulness. And that is my favorite hymn. It's just a very special song to me. That was played at Brayden's funeral. My grandmother loved that song. And so on the drive to school, I played that song for Landon and Aria and told them just to listen to the words, and especially the part where it says, strength for today and bright hope for tomorrow. And that's so hard to remember sometimes, because I think, especially during times of grief or struggling of any kind, even if we're not talking about grief, we tend to try to carry those things ourselves, and instead of just fully relying on God to carry those things for us that we're never meant to carry. So, strength for today and bright hope for tomorrow. So, I read my letter to Brayden this morning, and it was interesting because it was written when the time changed to spring forward, and we just had the time change recently. So, but this was a sad, very sad letter. And this morning I spent some time in the driveway in the car, and it's a beautiful morning, and as I had listened to that song on the way to school, the tears just started streaming down my face. And I tried not to, but they just kept coming. And sometimes that happens, but sometimes it needs to. I think it's just a release, and we tend to just absorb and hold things in, and sometimes they just spill over because they need to come out. And that's something I've told Landon, because he tries to hold things in, and he wants to be strong. And I love his precious heart in that, but I encourage him to let it out, because you need to. That's cleansing. And so I'll go ahead and get started. This is from March 9th, 2025, and this is my 39th letter to Brayden. Good morning, my sweet boy. Today is Sunday, and I've been up for a while sitting in the living room. The time changed last night, spring forward, so that will take some time to get used to. I have somehow hurt my back. I have no idea how, but I woke up yesterday with my upper back hurting so bad, and it still is. I've been thinking of you this morning, as always. My mind doesn't seem to shut off. I try to keep busy. I try to do things to keep my head in as positive of a place as possible. I want to be able to make memories and do things with the little kids so that their memories and childhood are not full of sadness. I want them to be able to look back and not just remember their mother as someone who was so overcome with grief and sadness that she couldn't even function. It's so hard, because I am overcome with grief and sadness. Yesterday morning after breakfast, we played some board games, Sorry and Trouble. They seemed to have a really good time. Landon said he was surprised at how much fun it was. I think you had wonderful childhood memories. I know things weren't perfect. I know there were struggles, but I still think you were happy and loved and had so many really great memories. And I think when you looked back, you knew I was always there and always trying. That's what I want for the little kids too. So I keep trying. Brayden, my heart is shattered. I am shattered. It's the worst pain I have ever known. Absolutely incomprehensible and undescribable. My heart is broken. My heart is broken, and this is a kind of heartbreak that nothing can heal. No amount of time that passes will ever heal this because it can't be fixed. I know there are so many people praying for me, and I appreciate that so much. And I believe in the power of prayer, but this can't be fixed. So my prayer is for strength to endure and some peace for my mind to quiet the screaming. Sweet face, sweet words, sweet boy. I love you, Brayden.